all you want to do is to start a conversation and check for interest. So you have a different perception going to the other people. So when people reject you, you feel like, okay, you know what? I checked for his interest and it's not there.
So, Aaron, I got another personal question for you. Sometimes I send proposals or I talk to clients and I sense they're not interested or they flat out tell me they're not interested. And I'm sure a lot of salespeople experience this. Why do you think this happens? I mean, they do approach you in the first place, but then they're kind of not interested. What's going on?
Oh, so the scenario is that they're actually approaching you in the first place and they tell you they're not
Um,
interested.
for me, it is, but I see a lot of other salespeople in sales situations where they approach people and they're not interested. So, but for me, it's kind of like, yeah, they're kind of interested to talk to you, but after a while, they say, "Oh, look, not interested in your offer."
Yep. All right.
Um, how
Got
do
it.
you deal with that kind of
So
situations?
there's two ways I look at it. Number one
Mhm,
is your scenario just now where people
mhm,
are interested to come to you first and
mhm.
after that they're not interested. So something must be happening along the way. All right.
Right.
So another scenario is where we go and approach other people
Mhm,
and people are not interested. Right.
mhm.
So that has to be a problem with qualification, pre-qualification. Meaning, do
Right.
you even do a targeting, talking to the right people? If you're talking to the
Mm,
wrong people, people are not going to be interested. Very simple. Today
mhm.
you sell bra. So are you going to sell a bra to a man and talk to a man?
Well, in usual cases, no, but in some
Exactly.
extreme cases, yes.
Yeah, in certain cases, yes. But how many men is going to tell you, hey, I'm interested in the bra?
Very few.
Hey, this bra is the best bra in the world. You're going to say interested in
Mhm.
that?
Now,
If I
even
come
if they
to a
have
man,
man boobs, chances of them buying a bra is very low.
exactly. So if I go to a man and I say, hey, this is a kg of gold. There's a way to make
Mhm.
this. I'm not sure if you're interested in
Right.
that or not. You can take this and test. Do I get interest right now?
Absolutely.
Exactly. So you need to know what is actually important to other people as well. So here's the thing. When people say not interested, the main problem is with a lot of people, they think everyone is a customer. And whenever they talk to somebody, they expect people to be interested. And that
Mm.
expectation is the one that destroys the sales for them.
And they lose the motivation after a while, right?
Of course, if you keep on getting rejected, who would, in their sane mind, would keep on getting rejected and still feel strong after?
Thank you so much for watching our video. Just a quick interruption to remind you, if you are watching this on YouTube, to like and subscribe and check out all our other videos on the channel. And if you're checking out this video on our blog post, make sure you check out all the other blog posts on our website. So thank you so much, and back to the rest of the video.
That.
I don't know, unless you enjoy rejection, right? Which is like,
Well, to a certain point, if there is a point where you get so flat out and you're desensitizing yourself towards it, that could be the point, right? Like me, I'm desensitizing myself towards rejection anyway. All right, that's a mindset. Okay, so you can actually practice the mindset. But here's the thing: the first scenario is when you go and approach other people. So the problem with a lot of people is that you don't go and pre-qualify other people, and you don't even assess whether that person is the actual ideal customer that you can actually approach or the potential customer that you can actually approach, right? Without assessing that, you just go and approach immediately and you're using your own ways of talking to them, okay? Probably the old ways, the traditional ways, the normal ways, where you don't trigger any interest talk or don't trigger any response that is positive. You're just there to try to sell something. Hey, are you interested to buy this? Of course, people's going to tell you not interested, right? So the first thing is the targeting, right? Are you talking to the right people? So the pre-qualification is very important. Now, the second thing is that when you start a conversation with other people, you must make sure that the conversation start with a opener that will instigate or leads toward opening a conversation, continuing the conversation, right? A lot of people, what they do is that they go into a sales conversation expecting the other person would buy by the way they actually talk. So, hey, are you? I got this for you. This got a lot of benefits, and would you buy right now? So that's what normally people does. So here's the thing: you want to avoid this altogether by thinking in your brain that the person is not going to buy anyway, right? A lot of people, and if you go in and have the mindset of, okay, I want to close the sale. I'm talking to this person. I'm hoping he will buy. And that is when you get disappointed and you won't want to do
Mm,
sales anymore.
mm,
Right?
mm.
But if you go there and check for
Awesome.
interest, if people is not interested, you are expecting that anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
chances are, if you talk to 10 people, maybe only 2 people will recognize the interest, and that's good enough. I don't want the other 8 people that's not going to be ready to buy from me.
Yeah.
They may not be ready
Yeah.
now. They may be ready some other time.
Mm-hmm.
But at that particular moment, they may not even have a problem that I can actually potentially solve for them. So it's a genuine case.
Mm-hmm.
So we go there
Mm-hmm.
and we do pre-qualification. We assess ask some certain question in your whatever industry that you're doing right now. For example, you're doing marketing. So you ask some certain
Mm-hmm.
questions. You need to understand whether they're doing anything in marketing or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they having any problem with not having
Mm-hmm.
enough customers? Are they having problem with not getting revenue, or some other
Mm-hmm.
marketing problem that can solve for them? Are they
Mm-hmm.
even doing marketing in the first place? If they're not,
Mm-hmm.
do you think they're interested in the first place?
It will be a very hard sell.
Exactly. Unless you can
Yeah, hard to
trigger the
sell. Yeah.
conversation. So
Yes.
if they don't have anything to do with marketing, are not doing any marketing at all, and they have customers. So we need to
Mm-hmm.
trigger the part. We need to slowly talk and trigger the conversation to a point where they say, "Hey, realize if I can do marketing and this will be more beneficial for me. I have this kind of things that I can do. I can lessen my effort doing something. Lessen my time." That's where you want to get them to think, and they will say, "Hey, now I got a reason to consider even doing marketing. I have an interest."
Mm.
So the key thing here is to build interest first, to check for interest
Yeah.
and build the interest, not to close the sales, right? So
Got
in
it.
your situation where somebody is interested and come and talk to you, and in the end they say they're not
Mm-hmm.
interested, so I can see a couple of things happening. It could be an automatic responses where they don't
Mm-hmm.
want to give you any outs or any information so that you can actually close them, right? They're
Mm-hmm.
probably shopping around, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe also they are, if you think from their end, right, they're maybe getting quotations just to do a comparison, because chances are the boss asks them,
Mm-hmm.
get me 5 quotations, and
Yep.
unfortunately it could be one of them.
Yep.
And if you don't diagnose enough, you won't know that you thought they were interested, they want to buy. So what happened is,
Mm.
if you go in with the mindset, okay, oh, they're interested, I want to buy, but you don't find out they're actually trying to look for quotation, and that's the thing that they'll
Mm-hmm.
do, then you'll be maybe a sacrificial code for them, right?
Mm.
Just a statistic in their quotation that to be sent out, and you get compared, and you know what, they did a job. So if I were you,
Yep.
I would always ask, okay, so how do you make a decision on before we actually begin, right? So let's just say everything we do is good for you, you're okay with the price and everything.
Uh-huh.
So how do you even make a decision on a purchase like this,
Mm. Uh-huh.
right? What must happen first in order for you to make a decision like this, right? Then
Uh-huh.
he will tell you the process. So try to dig out the process first. Oh, they must do quotation and
Mm.
everything. So is this in the stage of quotation? Once they answer you,
Mm.
right, you dig further. If this is in the stage of quotation, great. Can I help you to prepare all these different quotations and everything to help you do this? What is the most challenging thing when you're trying to prepare quotation? How would your boss say and make decision when they see this type of quotation? What are the most important criteria when you want to decide on a purchase like this? Besides the price,
Mm.
what is important
Mm.
to you? I want to find out about all that first
Mm.
before I even propose. And most people, I understand what they do. Oh, you're interested. Good. You want to do this? Okay, I'll send you a proposal. Then I'll wait. So they're playing in a game
Yeah.
of just throwing up whatever to the customer, and they're hoping the customer will buy.
Right.
And
And
that's
you might
it's a
spend
big
like
game for
two
them.
hours creating that proposal, right? And then it's just
Exactly.
used to price shop or something.
Yep. And you do not know whether they're going to be price shopping. I even got one way that I can actually tell, right? If they come in and price shop, right, I would normally push them away. And I would be in the
Mhm.
position that I will position myself as I don't even need the sales. Why do I
Yep.
say this? Because if you need the sale and you feel pressured by it, chances are you will go and chase the sale. Look,
Hmm.
forces of nature tells us this. Even forces of physics tells you this. The more you push, the more the thing will go away,
Yeah.
right?
So true.
So you want to pull something to you, you must move away,
Hmm.
right?
Yep.
So you have that mindset within you that you're willing. Not many people are willing to do this, but if you're just willing to push the deal away, then what happens is you will see miracles happen. As counterintuitive as it may sound, but
Mm-hmm.
people will be attached to people that are willing to push people away.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean you do
Mm.
it in a condescending way and disrespectful way. There's a more respectful way of doing it. For example, I
Yep.
would say, it sounds like you are shopping around, right, for
Mm-hmm.
quotation and everything. I can help
Mm-hmm.
you to get 3 other quotations and everything as well if you need my help. But at this moment, I think you're shopping around. How about like this?
Mhm.
My quotation remain like that. So if
Mhm.
you feel that out after you shop around, you don't feel like you found anything that really interests you or you like, come back to me last and we can talk
Mhm.
about it. I will still be willing to
Mm.
help you. Look, that's
Right.
not even
Yeah.
you needing the deal. So when you push away,
Yeah.
people would more likely to come to
Yeah.
you, right?
Yeah.
But not many people is willing to do this.
Mm.
They just
Mm.
wanted the deal so badly,
Yeah.
and that will kill the sales.
When you have an attachment to actually closing the deal, that's when that puts you in a bad negotiating position.
Yep, because your mindset has been affected by it, that you will do every single thing in your power, and your brains help you to take those actions that will try to win the deal.
Mhm.
But instead, right, I would do the opposite.
Yep. That's awesome advice.
Yep,
Thanks, Aaron.
welcome.